After commencing their outsourcing journey with 5ELK, often we hear our clients say, "I feel like I have a team behind me now," and that's because they do. In this video, I want to share why we believe it's so important to have the right support in your outsourcing relationship and how this works at 5ELK. At 5ELK, we have 3 layers of support for you and your business. We have operations managers, we have performance coaches, and we also have trainers and subject matter experts. It's easy to get a little confused about how they all fit together, so I'll explain each role and how each support your business and your 5ELK team member. Let's start with your team member's performance coach. Your team member has a dedicated performance coach who takes care of them on a day-to-day basis. Their role is to support your team member both professionally and personally. They have a strong bond with your team member, and they really do care for your team member the way your operations manager cares for you. Your team member's dedicated performance coach has weekly one-on-one catch-ups with your team member to check how they're doing personally and to see if they are coping with the volume of work or the complexity of their tasks, or if they need any extra support from our wider training team. In conjunction with HR, your performance coach also runs performance appraisals with your team member. These performance appraisals are a great opportunity to understand how the team member is feeling, discuss any hurdles or challenges that they are facing, and also provide feedback and direction from you. These appraisals allow us to determine what support your team member needs and put a plan in place to make this happen. Performance coaches also organise regular social gatherings, and this is to ensure your team member is feeling a sense of community within the workplace and satisfaction in their job. They also handle all annual leave requests and requests for out of the office for your approval, and are the point of contact when your team member is feeling unwell. They will absolutely ensure that you are kept in the loop. And lastly, they raise any concerns that your team member might have to your operations manager. And then these 2 specialists work together to ensure that any issues are nipped in the bud before they have a chance to escalate. Now, speaking of operations managers, let's have a quick chat about how they fit into the 5ELK support team. Each client has a dedicated operations manager who is, for a client, the first point of call. All your queries, concerns or requests. They are your client services manager. So they speak to you and they liaise with all the other departments to make sure that your team member is well supported and you are well supported. The types of service delivery tasks your operations manager handles are running your regular monthly pulse check meetings, discussing and resolving any challenges that you have, and then they handle any items you need to be addressed post this meeting. They also facilitate the onboarding of new team members as your team grows. Your operations manager will also work really closely with your team member's performance coach to address any concerns or share performance updates about your team member that might need addressing. In short, performance coaches sit mainly on the team member side of things, while operations managers sit more on the client side of things. But we do have some more people in the loop. We have trainers and we have subject matter experts in place, and they are additional support for your 5ELK team member in your business. Our trainers work intensively with our new recruits to get them skilled up and ready to work with you. But after that, our trainers stay involved to ensure your team member is receiving ongoing training and development. Our training team are also available if you have a specific training need, which is identified by either performance coach or operations manager, or your team member gets stuck with a particular process. So that's it in a nutshell. Performance coaches, there to support, manage, and guide your team member. Operations managers are there to support and guide you as our client. And our trainers are brought into the picture when your team member needs additional skills or knowledge to do their job better. They all work together to optimize the relationship between your business and your 5ELK teammate and make your experience as a client as positive as possible. And all of these teams are underpinned by additional support of a HR team, culture ambassadors, and then me as the General Manager of 5ELK.